Hey everybody, this is TJ Watkins, author of The Shift, Moving from Victim to Exploratory Self. Welcome to day 16. I am so happy because today we are going to start a new phase in the program, and we're going to talk about actual tangible skills that you have to learn in order to carve out an aspect of you that is lying dormant right now. So our topic today is going to be all about confidence. And confidence on one of those topics when you discuss, you can buy 10,000 books on it. But today I'm going to speak about confidence from observation and my own research. I enjoy listening to the Harvard Business Review podcast and reading stuff that comes out of the Harvard Business Review because it tends to attract a whole group of experts that speak to topics in a very unique way because they are doing actual qualitative research also. So they go into organizations and they find out what works and what doesn't work. Anyway, that's just the backdrop. And what is more interesting to me is confidence gets confused many times in this culture that we live in. It's usually we attribute confidence to the guy who screamed the loudest, who has the most expensive suit, who says, I can do it and all of it and make big promises. And it's more an overt kind of personality. It's the fake it till you make it kind of personality. And that is not what confidence is. That borders on arrogance if it's not outright arrogance. And arrogance points to an insecurity, a lack of, an inadequacy, something that you're trying to make up. So from my perspective, confidence equals competence. And competence is made up of skills. And the more skills you have in a particular area, the more confident you'll be in that area. So if you do not have confidence in certain areas, you probably haven't developed the skills in order to be confident in that area. For example, when in my first startup business in South Africa, I used to be around a lot of doctors and very high professionals. And they used to tell me a whole bunch of technical stuff and my brain couldn't take it. I mean, honestly, it was outside of my area of expertise. And when I spoke, they probably felt the same way when I spoke about business and, certain other things that we needed to do. What's interesting about what I've learned is these IT technology engineers that I was working with, they didn't have the overt personality and couldn't just jump up in a room and speak to a whole group of people. But the minute you used to ask them, hey, explain to us this area of radiology or computer software programming, how did you get this? And the minute they speak, you could feel the expertise. You could feel that they have spent months working with this, wrestling with information, making new discoveries, making new distinctions. They have such a skill level. And so they appeared very confident in this. It's so much so that they boosted our confidence in them. And there's a lesson in that. Most of the time, if you have the skill and the talent, people will bet on you. People will place money on you. They do this all the time with great sports stars, whether it's in soccer, rugby, basketball, NFL, football, anything, baseball. They'll bet on you, And the cool thing about being bet on is that they know your skill level. When it's in a clutch moment and you throw a ball to a LeBron who's a basketball star, it's almost certain, he's got this. Because LeBron has spent so many hours practicing a particular skill that it's not a thing for him anymore. So, what I'm trying to say, instead of making confidence one of those far to reach things in your life that you have to go get a special coach, why don't you just look at the things that you love to do and deepen your practice, develop a deeper skill in it, make distinctions, make new discoveries. And when you have an opportunity, teach that stuff. And your ability, your confidence will explode when you teach what you know. And another important thing that I can share with you is to always approach everything with a beginner mind. A beginner mind is like a sponge. It sucks up all the information. It's making distinctions. It's operating. It's willing to try. Don't lose that. Because in your quest to become more confident in an area, you gotta have to try new things, fail millions of times, and then rise above it and have fun with that. So today, if you want to be confident, look at your skill level in that area and develop it. And that goes in any area: relationship, money, finances, spirituality, career, you name it. There's a skill to be learned. Until I see you again. Cheers.